I just want to emphasize a concept. See, if I have, say, x1 plus x2 equal to 20. Say if I have x1 plus x2 equal to 20, and xi's are whole numbers. Xi's are whole numbers. And I want to find the number of whole number solutions to this. One way I have already taught, but I want you to understand another way. I'll take a simple case and then I'll just make it a little more involved, right? x1 plus x2 equal to 20, and I want to find the number of whole number solutions to this equation. So essentially then, look, in this case, an xi is a whole number, so could start with 0, and obviously, you know, cannot exceed 20, right? So each of these xi's will lie between 0 and 20. They can assume values like 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 20, right? Now, let me create an expression in x. Let me think of a dummy variable x. I'm only complicating a simple problem because I want to highlight a concept, right? So this is a simple problem otherwise, but there is something that I want to get you inducted into. Let me think of a dummy variable x whose power would represent the values assumed by x1 and x2. Say, so dummy variable x whose power represents the values x1 and x2 could take. So, say for x1, I define an expression. For x1, I define an expression 1, which is like x power 0, which means x1 is 0 plus x. The power is 1, that means x1 is 1 here. Please try and understand this. X square, that means x1 is 2. X to power 20, that means x1 is 20. Yes or no? All that I'm saying is I'm creating an expression in x whose various powers represent the various values these xi's could take. That's all. Similarly for x2, I define a polynomial. Same kind, 1 plus x squared plus x to power 20. The powers represent the various values x2 could take. Yes or no? Now, I think of a product like this. 1 plus x squared plus x to power 20. 1 plus x squared plus x to power 20. Where this is about x1 and this is about x2. When I multiply these, say the kind of terms I could have got, for example, I could have got, for example, x into x into x, x square kind of a term. When I multiply this into this, it means x1 and x2 add up to 2. Right? So essentially, there are number of x square terms that will appear when I multiply this. That will give me the number of ways. The number of times x square will appear when I multiply the whole thing will give me the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 2. Yes or no? So there would be a certain number of ways in which x square will appear. And the number of ways in which x square will appear is really like the coefficient of x squared, c into x squared, right? C is the number of ways in which x square appears. That will be the coefficient of x square in this multiplication. See, when I multiply this out, say x square appears in a certain number of ways. X square appears in a certain number of ways. X square by multiplying this with this, x square with 1, 1 with x square, and so on and so forth, right? Certain number of ways in which x square will appear. Now, every time x square appears, it means what? The power here, for example, x1 plus x2, that is added up to 2. That's one way. The two variables x1 and x2 could add up to 2. Then there is x square into 1. That means when x1 is 2 and x2 is 0. That's another way x1 and x2 add up to 2. Right? So there are a number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 2. Right? And so the coefficient of x square in this multiplication will give me the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 2. Yes or no? Confused kya? Nahi na? So if I have something like x cubed featuring with a coefficient c1, then this c1 is the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 3. If I have x to power 10 in this multiplication featuring with a coefficient say c10, then c10 is the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 10, where x1 and x2 are whole numbers, because see, x1 and x2 are sourcing their values from these powers. So they are essentially whole numbers only. Yes or no? Right? And I could have said the following. I could have said, all right, this time I want x1 and x2 add up to 20. Now there are various ways in which x1 and x2 could add up to 20. So in this multiplication, I would seek the coefficient of x power 20. Every time x power 20 appears, it's like I have taken some power of x here and I have taken some power of x here. That means x1 and x2 have added up to 20. That means the coefficient of x power 20 will give me the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 20. See, 20 is the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 20, right? On multiplying this out, eventually there will be x power 20 featuring with a certain coefficient. That's the number of ways in which this C20 would be the number of ways in which x1 and x2 add up to 20. And this C20 would be the number of whole number solutions to this equation. This C20 would be the number of whole number solutions to this equation. That means coefficient of x power 20 would be the number of whole number solutions to this equation. Yes or no? Now, see how, now it's another story how to find this more efficiently, how to find the coefficient of x power 20 in this multiplication effectively. That's another issue. Don't bother about that right now. But if you find coefficient of x power 20 here, that will give you the number of ways in which x1 and x2 whole numbers could add up to 20. Number of whole number solutions to this equation would be obtained by C20, coefficient of x power 20. Yeah or no? Now, see, somebody could have said that x1 will take values only like 2, 3, 5. I want to find number of whole number solutions to this equation, but again with another condition. x1 will take values like 2, 3, 5 and x2 will take values like say 5, 10, 12, or say, let me make it simple, 5, 10, 15, 20. These are the values that x2 could take. These are the values that x2 could assume, right? And now with this additional constraint, I want to find the number of whole number solutions to this equation. So it's about just constructing your polynomial effectively. The powers of the polynomials for x1 would be 2, 3 and 5. Right? So for x1, I'll construct a polynomial which is x squared plus x cube plus x power 5, so that in any solution, x1 cannot go and assume values other than 2, 3, 5. And then for x2, I construct a polynomial like x power 5 plus x power 10 plus x power 15 plus x power 20. Yes or no? This is what I do. And I want the powers to add up to 20. Given that x1 will take only these values and x2 will take these powers. You know what I'm saying? Right? Huh? So which means now I look at x square plus x cube plus x power 5 into x power 5 plus x power 10 plus x power 15 plus x power 20. Now what am I interested in? I'm interested in only those terms that feature x power 20, because in those terms the powers of x1 and x2 are added up to 20. Right? So what I'm interested in is x power 20 and its coefficient. The coefficient of x power 20 would be the number of, when I multiply this out, x power 20 will come with a certain coefficient, will appear in a certain number of ways, which is the coefficient of x power 20. Then the coefficient of x power 20 here would be the number of whole number solutions to this equation, given that x1 is allowed only these values and x2 is allowed only these values. Yes or no? So I will only look at in this fresh multiplication, which restricts my x1 to take only these values and x2 to assume only these values. You've just entered, so you will have to wait for a while. You know, I've spent around 15 minutes. So just watch this again. So the powers should add up to the right hand side. The powers should add up to the right hand side. A polynomial using a dummy variable would have to be constructed, and the various powers of x in that polynomial will represent the various values x1 can take. The other polynomial, the various powers will represent the various values x2 could take, and so on and so forth. Yes or no? Right now? Now, yes, please. Clear now? No, that will not work. So if I had, say, x1 plus x2 plus x3 adding up to, say, 20, where xi's are whole numbers, then for x1 I'll construct a polynomial 1 plus x squared plus etc. up to x power 20. For x2 I'll construct this. For x3 also I'll construct this. That means I'm seeking the coefficient of x power 20 in this multiplication. I'm seeking the coefficient of x power 20 because every time an x power 20 comes, this 20 takes some value of x1 from some power of x here, takes some value, some power of x which will represent x2 here, and some power of x which will represent, that means x power 20 can be obtained only out of x1, x2, x3 that constitute solutions to this equation. Yes or no? Right? So the number of ways in which x power 20 will appear in this will be the number of whole number solutions to this equation, and will also be the coefficient of x power 20. Coefficient of x power 20 will give me the number of whole, Yes, number of ways in which x1, x2, x3 could add up to 20, being whole numbers. Yes or no? Clear now?